Russia has launched a massive combined strike on military infrastructure facilities in Ukraine. This was reported on Wednesday morning by sources from both the Russian and Ukrainian sides. Poland has raised its military aircraft in response to the Russian Aerospace Forces strike on western Ukraine. Ruda called on NATO countries to prepare for war, in particular to increase defense spending, support for Ukraine and strengthen cooperation with allies. He also threatened that if EU countries do not invest in their military production, then Europeans should start attending Russian language courses or going to New Zealand. This is how the official representative of the Russian Foreign Ministry, Maria Zakharova, commented on the words of the NATO Secretary General.
Isn't New Zealand offended that it was treated so dismissively? I don't even know what is more disgusting in this statement by Ruda. The lies about some kind of expansion of Russia or the nationalism. And not only towards us, but also towards New Zealand.
U.S. Secretary of State candidate Marco Rubio said at a Senate hearing that Russia, as well as the Ukrainians and the United States, will have to make concessions. Peskov. Moscow's position is consistent, extremely clear and well known to everyone. There is nothing more to add here. End of quote. European countries cannot send peacekeepers to Ukraine because they are directly involved in the conflict in Ukraine through financing, writes the Financial Times. Russia and Ukraine held their first prisoner exchange this year under the 25 for 25 formula. Hamas and Israel have agreed on the Gaza ceasefire deal. Canada is preparing to impose retaliatory tariffs on a range of U.S. goods if President-elect Donald Trump enforces his proposed 25% levy on Canadian imports. Initial countermeasures would target over $100 billion worth of U.S. goods, according to Bloomberg. Bloomberg also learned about Trump's plan for sanctions against Russia for a peace deal. The U.S. will tighten sanctions against Russian oil producers to influence Moscow's decision to end the conflict in Ukraine, and will soften them if it sees prospects for peace. Russian Arctic oil is under threat. According to Reuters, the latest round of U.S. sanctions targets major Russian producers Gazprom Neft and Surgutneftgaz, as well as 183 vessels that transported Russian oil. And now these restrictions threaten to disrupt all three grades of Russian Arctic oil: Novi Port, Verandy, and Arco. The official account of the U.S. President-elect Trump's campaign has published his new inauguration portrait. The campaign's post on the X social network, accompanying the photo, contains a short caption, 47th. The 97th Oscars ceremony will go ahead despite the severe wildfires ravaging Los Angeles, The Hollywood Reporter has claimed, citing senior figures at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences.